Sophia, okay? And now why is it 3? Because she went 1.56. If they go 3, you go 3. Make sense? Okay. All right, now what? Well, I like to draw a picture, right? Thank you, yeah, me too. All right? So the z in this situation that was given to us was, that's the critical value, right? 1.563. Am I doing that right? Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then this guy here is what? 1.555.
We're good.
And that means what? He's inside the hood here, right? Yeah. Even if we did a two-tail test, he's still there, right?
Yeah. So
Oh.
there's not enough significant statistical evidence
Blah, 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 blah.
to reject.
Yeah. Yeah, no contradictions. That's what they like to say, but yeah. So that's it. Whatever the claim was, the claim lives. Okay? Because it's inside. Okay. Oh, wait. And even if I did the two-tail, right?
Yeah.
He's still inside there. Okay?
Yeah.
Nicholas.
So we reject the hoe?
I'll try that. Well, here what? We don't do anything, right? Whatever the claim was, we accept them.
Which
We
means that
keep
we
it.
we reject the old claim, the refuting claim.
Well, no,
Yeah.
because look, he's 155 or whatever, right?
Yeah.
This is what they. Wait a minute. Actually, he. Oh, wait a minute. I had it backwards. You know why? I know why. Nicholas covered it. I'll tell you why. This is what the doctor, right? This is what the biologist
That's
did.
the old.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see. Let me read it. Okay, this is what he finds. Oh no, he finds. He finds. You see it? He finds. Right? He finds. So that is this guy right here, right?
Yeah.
So this is the z calculated. He's right. So he's right. So that means I had him backwards. So this is going to be 1.555. That's what the old establishment says. And this is 1.56, whatever, right?
2.5, yeah.
Okay.
So that's right. Kick the hoe in the. All right.
Yeah.
All right. I had it backwards. I didn't mean to because it says you go out and find this data, and you use the z. I had it backwards. I'm so used to like, okay, that's what we got. That's what they told us, and so on. So he, from his data, that's what he got. So therefore, you reject the null. Hence, that means whatever he found it's viable, right? Go ahead.
So can you just like word it out the way you want it on the test?
There is statisticals. It's stat sig that the alternative is true. If you want to do it that way, or whatever the claim is, right? Or whatever the alternative hypothesis is, right? Yes, sir.
There's evidence that plants are shorter.
Yes. There you go.
Okay, there's stat sig that.
Stat sig that there are plants that are shorter, or cats, or whatever that is, right?
Yes.
And we reject H
You
above.
reject. Yeah. So the conclusion would be yeah. So Nick, they didn't ask for all that stuff. They only asked for this stuff right here to find out n, and this stuff right here to compare.
Yeah.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, if I went to 196, right? If the null was 196, and I used either one of them as my findings, then it would be we would failure to reject, right? Okay, it's a keeper. That's a good way to put it. Yes, she's a keeper. Yeah, exactly. Okay. That person's a keeper.
Wait, can you understand that?
Okay, I always ask this too. So what happens, right? Cheesy picture. Oh, bad. Okay. That it's 1.96 that you use.
Yeah.
And you still use the, whatever it is, 1.5, let's go to the higher one, 6.3, right?
Yes.
So, right? What's that mean now?
We keep it.
Now you keep her. Or keep it. Keep the null. Failure to reject the null, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Is your whole thing about using the 1.96, like, is that?
It's so standardized, right? Yeah, that's
You like it
95%.
because it's better for business?
Yeah, it's a good way of putting it.
So
Yeah.
you're gonna tell us
It's-
which one to use?
Yes,
Oh, you will.
I will. I tried to do Cambridge 1.645. There's one of them I think that I don't tell you. So
Just let me-
I'll tell you the Z that I want you to use. Now, when you go into, let's say you see me again in a year of ESFC or whatever college gets a brain and hires me, then I'm going to say, well, you have to look that one up based upon the LOS. Well, this is Cambridge. I said, this is college. Okay. So yeah, it depends what you put your critical values at, or your parameter, right? So if it was 196 and you kept everything else the same, you keep her. You failure to reject the null, you keep the null. Okay. Right? Always go by the null, not the alternative. Just like Nick said. Okay? Questions?
Okay.
Not bad, Caitlin?
Yeah.
Perfect, beautiful, okay. Any other questions on this one? Me too. We should just watch movies to this way.
Yes.
Yes, oh, look at that, see, I got her attention, yes.
Also, what's in the test?
Oh, okay, that's fair. Anatomy of the test, right? A and P of the test. It is 5 questions, right? Keep this on there?
Well, it's on video.
It's on video, well, on your video. Is it okay to remove it?
Yeah.
Watch Battle of the Bastards.
Of course.
Or I think the rest of them.
I don't sleep. Did you figure that out yet?
That's the best one.
I don't know, there's so many of them.
Well, I mean, there's also the,
You know, it's like the whole show is now is girl power, you know that.
oh yeah.
Oh, the girls are just kicking butt and taking names. All right, so 5 questions. I believe, if you want to say it that way, 13 answers. Okay? So you have to go, you know, like I did, just like we did before, right?
Yeah.
So you have to state the, I don't have to write all that stuff again, right? You should know the one we just went over.
Okay.
Yeah, I recommend know how to calculate N. And then compare Z's.
That's what you did, right?
Yep. Let's call it Z of biologist or whatever it is versus Z of calculation. That's your Z, okay?
Alright.
And then make an assumption and or make a inference. It's an inference, okay? And then boom, that's what it is, okay? It's really where you're finding where that mean is, right? And then I don't go into, well, what's the error that might be associated with this, Dr. Eileen? And she's like, oh, well, I'll tell you. Sample size, confidence interval, size of the N. It's the sample of the population that you, the sample that you actually used. Blah, 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 okay? No, I'm not going to do that. All right? Exactly. All right? Or the power of the state of the study. Okay? So that's let's call that 1, okay? 2, or A or B, it doesn't matter. You know, I think it's just all the same thing, right? It's all really the same thing, okay? So if you go over those choice problems that I did, right, you have an excellent guideline of what to do, what to know, and so on. I will tell you, left-hand test, right-hand test. Now, I'm gone and like, oh my goodness, I don't know what to use, right? So let's say that you know the hypothesis, okay? It goes U equals 757, okay? And then you say, okay, alternative, U is, well, they give you 56, 57, and then you get a random sample of 58.
Yeah.
What test are you going to do? What should you do if it's not specified?
It would be the greater test.
Correct. Why?
Because the one that you're trying to prove is going to be greater than the null.
Yeah, always look at the random variable and the mean, and then that will tell you what to do if all else fails. Then you know what test to do. Now, if it says prove that it's not true, not equal to.
Could be more or greater.
That's right, more or less. Yeah, he's right. He's 100% right, okay? Sometimes it says greater or less than in there, okay? I will tell you in bold.
We said
So if I say less than, what test?
Left hand.
Yes, left, okay? So that was right, yeah. And yeah. Oh, they don't have to tell you on that one, okay? And then if I give you a Z test and whatever, you know. Now, how about if I gave you something like, oh, I don't know. Oh, wait a minute. It's in my hand, isn't it? It was in my hand. There we go. Something to the effect of, I said it was, I circled it, right? Here it is. Ming, right? Number 9? See number 9 on the Sammy Cambridge, right? So you should know how to do number 9 too, right?
okay.
So we'll go number 9, which is actually a 2, right?
2. Oh, yeah.
Talks about Ming and 15.7 minutes and so on, right? All right. So, oh, that's the engine, right? That's okay.
Mr. Murmer.
That's the B.
So how do we know if it's 1.96 or 1.6?
I'll tell you, okay? And I love 196. And you're going to have Mrs. Kate say, oh yeah, 196 is the bomb, right? Okay, she might do the same thing. But Cambridge will they'll specify, okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, okay, so if you do the Ming guy here, right? It says about his homework or whatever, and it gives a standard deviation of 15.7, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Next. So what else is to do? Okay. The teacher estimates a mean time of 42 minutes. What is that one? What's, say it again.
Mew.
Mew. That's right. Meow. Oh, I'm sorry. Mew. And that's 42. Right? All right. Not bad. Now, it says they do 3 students. What's N?
3.
Yeah. You see I'm setting it up already, right? And then they give you 3 different times.
Calculate the other mu.
Okay, which would be called?
Add them up, divide by how many you have.
Correct and correct. That would be the randoms, okay? Make sense? So you just add those up and divide by the number, right?
Yeah.
27 plus 35 plus 42. Divide by how many?
3.
And that gives us this guy right here.
The refuting claim.
Correct. And yes,
Oh, I
ma'am?
see it, never mind.
That's okay.
That was a point.
That's okay. So you add them up, I think you get 35.
Yep.
All right? So now we got everything right, nearly, right? Oh, it says 10% LOS, right? So alpha is 0.1, right? 10%. And that gives us a P of 0.9. And I believe that's 1.645. I'm not sure. Hold on.
I got 1.281.
Is it 1.28? I can't remember. Hold on. I got to see it.
And you make it negative because it's
I used 1.645. That's me. For 90. Let's see. I'm going to look up here. I'm going to look at what they did for Evil Cambridge. And hold on. Number what? Number what? Is that 5? I can't remember.
none.
Thank you. I wrote 9, Mark. Yeah, thank you. Okay. Numero 9, right? 8 and 9. So 9, they used what? They used 1.645. Okay? All right?
Where did they get that from?
Magic. They got it from the table.
Well, I looked at the table and I got 1.281.
The reason why, it looks like they're doing a one-sided test, right? So they're doing this, right? I don't know which one it is, but
Alpha over 2.
yeah. No, that's a two-tail circle,
Oh.
right? Because he split the alpha, right? Here they're not. So this is 90 and whatever it is, but that's what they got. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now what do we got to do? Well, got to do well, you get the idea. I'm not going to say it. Figure out the null. That's a better way to say it. And then figure out the alternative, right? So the null's what in this situation? Mu is mu.
The null is 35, right?
No.
You is
42, right?
Yep.
That's better. And the alternative is? Oh, no. And then so what do we want to do, right?
either less than or.
Right. And I believe, since I'm such a warm-hearted person, I tell you to do it too. Come your rear end, right? So that means it's not equal to. Right? Okay. Boom. That's one. Here we go. All right. So that's 1. 2. Z, right? Equals x minus. Yes, Caitlin? No?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, anyone want to tell me what we got for this one? See it calculated? Sometimes it's called a test statistic.
35 minus 42 or more.
Yep.
Whatever the standard deviation was.
15.7? I can't remember.
Yeah, they
Over
Minus
square root of 3?
square root of 3.
Everybody knows the square root of 3 is 1.72.
Square root of 3 is square
Yes. Oh. Yes.
So I had it the other way around because I thought we were trying to prove the teacher's hypothesis.
Even though it's a two-tail, it won't matter.
Yeah.
It won't matter how you have it, right?
Yeah, because I still wound up with the
It's-
same answer. But
You'll still get the same thing if
Yeah.
it's two-tail, right? It's either going to fall in those two realms, right? So this comes out to 0, negative 0.777, right?
3. Right.
Okay. Cheesy picture. Well, you said two-tail, right? So then this is 0.1. Now it's alpha over 2, right? That's 0.05, 0.05, right? 0.9, something like that for the P's, right? And then the Z was what? 1.6, 1.645 here, negative 1.645, right?
It's in there, we keep it.
He's there.
Not enough statistical evidence to reject.
Failure to reject. Failure to reject null, everybody's good, right? Okay, no contradiction, whatever. So you accept what the teacher's saying, right? Whatever he's doing, he or she. Okay? See how fast that was? Sorry, Sophia, I can keep going because you're writing. I know it. I always say to myself, if I ever become a teacher, I'm not going to talk fast. I'm going to go real slow, and then I'm going to second. Not bad? So then you do the conclusion, failure to reject the null, right? I really want you to go failure to reject claim. So that means, that means the teacher was the man, the woman, whatever, the boss, and we accept what that teacher's saying. Stats say that there's no other, or there's no stats say or whatever to accept the null, or whatever the teacher's doing. The estimate that the teacher's saying. Voila. Not bad? Think you can do some things like those?
Yeah.
Of course you can. And that's our last one. And then I'll give time for Friday and Monday. Okay? And then Tuesday is movie night. I haven't decided which one yet. Of course it has to be math.
Yeah.
Hounders.
Oh, yeah. Nothing like bludgeon movies for everyone to watch in the morning, yes?
Dude, they're so good.
Does anybody other than Noah watch or read the Game of Thrones? You know, he's from New Mexico. Yeah, he's from New Mexico, from Santa Fe. Never met him. Yeah. They're George R.R.
Oh, totally.
George R.
No, not Tolkien. George Martin. George R.R. Martin. Yeah. He's like this. It's like a big M&M.
Yeah.
J.R.R. Tolkien.
Now, J.R.R.'s without J.R.R. there's none of this stuff, okay? Yeah. Or without Shakespeare, or some of these, the Canterbury Tales, or Alexander Pope.
Tolkien and Martin.
Yeah. I can, this is not a living list. Is this okay? Got it down? Like Chinatown? Yeah? That's all it really is. And then you just, oh, I see it. Good. Make sure you draw the picture, okay? I really want you to draw the picture and go, hey, it's there, it's over here, or whatever. Won't take long. Nicholas.
So we said reject or
For that one?
Yeah.
So remember, you can take the absolute value, right? And it's still less, right? So the teacher's estimate can be accepted. So so you accept failure to reject the null. Because the teacher said, he proclaimed that he estimates the mean time is 42 minutes, right? So if there's not enough evidence to say otherwise, the teacher's the man or the woman.
But see, I thought the null was the refuting claim.
No, the null,
Oh.
This is the claim, sir. It's her company. I got to go by what she says.
Okay.
She's the boss. If I find something differently, then we talk differently. Yes.
Did you say number 5?
Number 5. Why? You want me to help you set it up?
Yeah. Can you just tell me if it's a less than or like
Okay. This one?
yeah.
Go ahead. Oh, there's no more tissues. Yeah. Thanks a lot. All right. So for number 5, if I can find my sheet here, right?
Yeah.
Oh, they got all mixed up. Thanks. No, it's not you. Number 5. Do a two-tailed.
Is there
How do you know?
is there one that we have?
Pardon? What's that?
Which one? Okay,
I couldn't say it again. You're muttering.
I'm trying to figure out which one we have to do
If there's nothing that it says, like, remember, the worst comes to worst, this one could be what? For number 5, you could have done, since it gives you, the first sentence is the hope, right? The meat. And then the other one's greater. So that means you do a left-hand test.
because it's supposed to be less than.
Yeah, because if you look at right here, okay. If you look at this, right, blah, 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 we claim this. And then in wherever it is, it comes to this, bigger engine, right? So this is the HO, this is the HA. HA is bigger than the HO, guess what? Left.
So
So
because
it's
we want
because-
this to be less than.
Yeah, because, well, you compare it to you. This guy is greater than that guy, or
So we
whatever.
do like
HA is,
U is.
we'll do HO first.
Okay.
O is 1 point whatever, right? Equals, do equal, yeah. Okay, 1.746. And then this guy is going to be 1, yeah. Well, let's see here. So he's greater than, it's actually, he's greater, right? So my fault. He's greater, because this is
Oh,
the
greater than
0.746. There you go. Then list the stuff in rock and roll. But for me, I would make you do a two-tail. If it didn't say, it's always two-tail.
Okay, so.
You'll still get the same result for
that
two-tail.
means that if the answer is
If the Z is greater, right,
yes.
then what, 0.9, yeah, then you would, yes, correct.
Mr.
Okay?
Do you remember the password's name for the
For what?
like the testing account?
111111. Test, test 1011.
I'm locked out of my account
You okay?
for all.
You okay?
Yes.
I'm gonna walk around. I know you're okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course you are. You all right?
I need to
How are you doing? Okay? Yes, you sure? It's not saying that. Okay, good. You all right? How you doing here? You sure, Michael? Oh, he's reading a book. Wow. Hey, how you doing? Book? Yeah.
Just saying that they wrote
Who are you?
something we had to know, and I don't.
I'll come back. You're right. Yeah, you're all right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, you. Yeah. You're okay. Yes, sir.
So on the test, we have to compare ZB to ZC. What is ZB?
The ZC is what you calculate.
Yeah.
And then the Z is what they gave you based upon the level of significance.
That's what the ZB.
The Z,
Alpha, right?
yeah, alpha tells you the Z to use.
Okay.
The management says, I want you to use this, okay? I'm making it too hard. All right, you're in deep contemplation, so you let me know, okay? I'll be here all day. No, you go. I don't, oh, she doesn't have a Bible. Okay, got it. All right, who else? Anybody? Are you sure, Mike? Are you sure? All right. Can anybody name the three angels that are in the Bible? That were named?
Angel 1, Angel 2.
Michael's one of them.
Michael,
Gabriel?
That's the other one.
Yuri?
Nope.
No.
I know Michael, but that's it.
No.